Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. All right, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Spirit, please show me the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine retreat. Okay, so somebody here could be definitely going on a retreat. Somebody here could definitely, obviously, have walked away in the past, as we well know. Oh, there it is. Now they're wanting to express their love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I think that, in the past, they needed to walk away so that they could decide on what it is that they wanted out of life. And I feel like this person realizes that it is time, and they realize that you are their soulmate. Spirit, please show me the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Yeah, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. Okay, with that said, at the bottom of the deck, it's time to have that heart-to-heart conversation as to why you walked away. What have you learned since you left? Because this person didn't want to hear what you had to say. And now all of a sudden, they need to come in and they need to have this conversation. They realize that, it was their lack of willingness to express themselves and express what they wanted out of life because they didn't know. They needed to go out and experience and heal certain aspects of their life in order for them to be able to come back and express who they are now and what they want out of life. And it took work. So this is about needing to have that conversation. And I think that, in the past, this person treated you as if you were a person who had already hurt them. And they didn't realize that you're different from who they've been with in the past. And for some of you, you're going to be having a conversation. This is a brand new person. I'm going to be honest with you. The twin flame journey is a very toxic journey. And I'm not going to lie. And I really want to start, getting away from the twin flame journey because I feel like it's almost an excuse to give you guys a reason to hold on to a very toxic relationship. And so it's where you're not freeing yourself. And I feel like, doing the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, that is not the twin flame. Sometimes I pick up on the twin flame, but I really want to stay away from the twin flame. So for those of you who are wanting twin flame readings, I am not going to, I don't want to condone that type of a toxic relationship because it can be a very toxic pattern for people, where it's like, I'm going to hold on to this person for 10 fucking years and this person never comes around and you're putting all your eggs in one basket and trying to do all this healing. And this person doesn't even acknowledge you. They're still in a relationship with someone else. And I feel like the more we can get away from this person who isn't even acknowledging you in the first place, I feel like you need to go back and start having conversations with people who have an interest in you, who are showing an interest in you. And how do you know that that's not actually your divine counterpart? The thing is you're watching this hoping that it's this one specific person when really you need to open yourself up to, again, new soulmates, new relationships, new experiences. The person that you were when this whole twin flame journey came into existence was somebody who was very codependent and still is. A lot of people who are on the twin flame journey are so codependent on this other person doing their fucking work, and the other person isn't even doing their work. Okay? In fact, they haven't even decided what they want. So I feel like, that's the conversation that I feel like is being called, that I'm being called to point out to you guys. Stop it with the twin flame journey if you guys can. It's one thing to go out and heal yourself, and that is amazing. But if you think that you're doing it for someone else, you're doing it all wrong. You need to be healing for your own self-worth and then being able to share with others what it is that you've been doing. And it takes time. And sometimes these twin flame journeys don't even show up in this lifetime, okay? And I think that it's been such a fad lately that everybody's trying to get on the twin flame journey and doing twin flame readings, and that's great, but what they're doing is they're constantly keeping you on the hook, okay? This Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, we have that within ourselves. So if there's a toxic trait within ourselves, maybe you don't know how to communicate. Maybe you haven't known how to communicate in the past. Maybe you don't know how to communicate with people in your life, and it's because you have negative self-talk. So it's like you don't want to hear what other people have to say, and that's why you end up in these relationships with people who don't want to hear what you have to say, right? It's that law of attraction. And so the universe sends us people who end up like cutting us off, people who don't listen, people who ghost us. That is not a healthy relationship. And we can sit here and chalk it up to where, oh, well, they haven't healed. You're right. They haven't healed. And neither have you if you're still holding on to that dynamic. You know that you've healed when you've decided, you know what, I'm getting off that train, I'm getting off that bandwagon, and it's time for me to go out and experience something that is much bigger than all of this. It's like we're healing every fucking day, but if you're only doing it so that you can come into the union with this other person, you need to be doing it so that you can come into union with yourself. When you come into that place of happiness, because half the time you guys aren't happy about this journey, you're sitting here hoping and praying that this person is going to come back in, and this person retreated in the past for a reason. They're not here to express their love. For some of you, this person will come back around. And that's why if you notice, I'm like, it's either somebody that you know or it's somebody that you don't, okay? So you have to be honest about that. I will be honest with you. I don't like the fucking twin flame journey. I don't want to be a part of, be on it, okay? If the universe wants me to, better myself, I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for them. Because if I'm a better version of myself because of the work that I've put in for myself, I'm going to be better off for every person that comes into alignment with me, not just this romantic partner. Because say I'm doing all the work and this person's not, am I supposed to take on the trait because all of a sudden they want to come back in? Did they do their work? Because again, it's a project relationship, and what are we all on? What are you guys all doing? You're working on a project. You're the project, but you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it in hopes that this other person will come around. They may come in this life, but they might not come back in until next life or the life after that. Okay? So keep that in the back of your mind, you guys. But the divine masculine, divine feminine journey is to really come into alignment with not being jealous, not having to have that person next to me, but being in alignment with who I am for myself. And then everything is attracted. It's a law of attraction. When I'm feeling really, really good and I'm happy with what I'm doing and I feel, wonderful about my experiences and I'm curious about life, that's when the universe is going to put me into alignment with somebody who's going to do the same thing. Okay. And not until that point. So you need to decide on what journey you're on. And if you're in this place of surrender that I am open to receiving whatever lessons that the universe wants to teach me, all of a sudden you're going to end up with some really miraculous places. And don't come on here and thumbs down me and tell me I'll never listen to anything negative. I'll never stop forgetting about, I'll always want this person. You go right on ahead, then I'm not the reader for you, but I don't need your thumbs down to tell me that I'm not the reader for you. Find someone else, because here's the deal. I'm going to put it to you straight at this point. Quit living your life for this other person who probably doesn't even remember that you exist right now. For others of you, they do. That's why it's important to get a personal reading to know where you stand in this relationship. So TikTok, whatever the universe wants you to experience, it'll come through when it's ready. But the thing is you're going to be, you're invisible to this person. Thank you, Spirit. You've been invisible to this person. You feel invisible to this person. And the thing is you want to be seen by this person, but again, they couldn't see you, and that's why they walked away. Or you walked away is because they weren't seeing you, and they're still not seeing you, yet you're still putting your eggs in one basket. Spirit, please show me. Yep, there it is. Yeah, trigger. Burnout. Yeah, you're burnt out on this journey, and you will continuously spin your wheels if you continuously stay on this journey, and it's going to trigger you. That's what this journey is all about, is trigger, 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 trigger. You ever notice that you keep getting triggered and you keep healing things and you keep getting stuck? That's because it's your karma. Okay, so for you, it is paying off karmic debts owed from past lives and your present life. So right now, the reason why you can't come into union is because you are paying off karma. And so it's so that you can come into this divine feminine journey so that you're not stuck in an egoistic. See, everybody who is sitting here, still hoping and praying that this person is going to recognize them, Those are the people that are burnout. Those are the people that are tired. Those are the people who are going to keep spinning their wheels and are never going to get what it is that they want, because you're constantly trying to put a name on what you want. You're not leaving it open to the universe. So again, all these amazing opportunities can't even come into you because you're so stuck on the vibration and the magnetic attraction. That's the problem, is these are so intense. And my nose is starting to itch. These relationships are so freaking intense that no matter what you do, you're gonna, it's toxic. It's so toxic. You're gonna see something on, you're gonna keep reading and you're gonna keep going down that rabbit hole. And the thing is it's like, go out, hang out with your friends, go out and talk to people. Ask your friends how they came into their relationship. And it's like, some of my friends, they'll be like, yeah, I met my husband and I actually didn't like him. And then we kind of like parted ways, and we parted ways for a few years. And then all of a sudden we came back, and then he gave me the time of day. But she stopped thinking about him. For others of you, they get tempted with one person. They're like, that's not it. And then all of a sudden the new person comes in and sweeps them off their feet. And it's somebody that they never would have expected in a million years. But this person actually is here. The thing is you're burnout, you feel invisible, and you're being triggered by what you're reading on social media. You're reading on the twin flame journey, and you're reading on, and the thing is get back to living your life. Decide on what you want. Keep telling the universe, hey universe, like, I'm ready for my husband. And that's what I tell my universe. I am ready for my husband. I realize that in divine time that this is all going to work out, and I go about my merry little way. And in the meantime, I'm building my business. I'm, working on my stability in my home. I'm, decorating my house and working on my new routine and working on my friendship groups. And, and I'm trying to tell you what I've been doing. And I know a lot of you guys are doing the same thing, or you wouldn't be here on this channel. Okay. So the divine masculine, spirit, please show me divine masculines. Yeah. There he is. He's in reverse. He's not the warrior right now. He's not even fighting for what he wants out of his own life. And he sure in hell doesn't want commitment right now. And that showed up in reverse too. So they're not willing to open themselves up towards this commitment. And we are going into a Mercury in retrograde. And that's why it's time for this to come out. And it's time for you to rethink about it. Because again, he is criticizing himself. It's negative self-talk. And that's why this person isn't willing to commit. They don't know. They don't, read the signs. Look right, look left, and if they would, then they would notice how much you actually truly love this person, and they would be willing to fight the battle for you. But at this time, they're just not. Okay, so I don't know who I'm tapping into and why I find it necessary that Spirit is telling me to have this conversation with you. But if this person isn't willing to express their love and they're not willing to have this conversation at this time, your karma is to let it go. Your karma is to make yourself invisible. Your karma is to go out and learn the experiences and live the life that you were sent here to live. And you know what? That is getting back to yourself and realizing that you and your happiness are important too. And right now, whoever the fuck I'm tapping into, you're not happy. Okay? You're not happy with this journey, and you're sick of it, and you're tired, and you're getting off. Good for you. Okay, yeah, there it is. You got passion, okay? And it came up in reverse. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. I feel like, it's hard for you to enjoy because you're not getting anything out of it. You're still all alone. This person isn't reaching out. They're not making those phone calls, and they're not wanting to talk to you. It's all in the ethers. Everything is in the fifth dimension. And again, it's a burnout. You're tired. Like, when am I going to get mine? You're going to get yours when you're willing to surrender. That's when you're going to get yours. Then your good just dues and your karma will come in. 2021 is a year of coming into union. Like, people can definitely come into union, but it might not be with the person that you expect. But you're going to be passing up great opportunities because you're waiting on somebody who doesn't even recognize you because he's committed to something else right now. That doesn't mean that they're in a relationship with someone else. For some of you, they are. For some of you, you're dealing with a married person. And again, how's that working out for you? They can't even, they trigger you every time they say, yeah, I'm going to come over. And then they end up having to spend time with their family. Again, you don't feel seen and you don't feel heard. I don't feel like this is much more of the divine masculine feminine. I think that whoever this is, you're at the beginning stages of it. Okay. So this message isn't going to be for everyone. All right. So with that said, Yeah, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and then they will manifest physically. See, the thing is they're already here, but it's up to you to find the passion in life again and get back to enjoying life again, enjoying all the things around you, and not worrying about what this other person is doing. For me, like, I am just excited about what life has to offer. I am working on my new experiences, my stability, and really loving my friends and learning those experiences. So it says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. That's exactly what we've been talking about this entire time. This person doesn't listen because you're not listening, okay? You're being told that the person that you are wanting to come into union with is going to be somebody that is completely different than what you're used to. So if you're used to partnerships that don't listen to you, and you're used to partnerships that don't connect with you, it's an abandonment issue that you are connecting yourself to. That's a childhood trauma. You are connected to people who make you feel invisible because possibly mom or dad made you feel invisible, or you come from the generation where you're to be seen and not heard, if that makes sense. And I just saw 555. So those are your obstacles. That's what you're having to overcome. And fives are also change created by outside forces beyond your control, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that is your karma. So, good karma, we all have good karma and we all have bad karma. Karma is not always a bad thing, but if you are willing to just stop it with this whole journey and being willing to get back to life as it is, I'm telling you right now, you're going to open yourself up to an entirely different type of relationship, and it's one you've never experienced before. Anyway, you guys, it's a harsh message today, but at the same time, I'm not here to candy coat shit for you. I'm not your mom. And again, I'm okay with whatever it is that comes at me, but I speak from spirit, and that's what I'm getting from these cards. And again, Mercury retrograde, and I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. Anyway, you guys, I love you very much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or thumbs down. You're still giving me ratings either way. Anyway, take care. Love you all.